tasking. So if you missed out on this earlier in the program, this is a mop that is a 2-in-1, just like we had our 3-in-1 vac that we were just talking about. But this is a 2-in-1 because they have never had a steam mop. You get this, but you get this extra handle that converts it into a traditional spray pocket mop. But what you're getting is the one head that goes on the bottom, two of the scrubber cleaning pads. So one is in the wash when you can be using the other one. You get the filler cup should you want to use the steamer, and this is how you fill it. But you're also getting this super cool, it's 10 ounces of the hard floor spray to get you started. It's refillable and it lives on board the traditional spray pocket mop pole. So you're getting all of this coming home. It is $89.94 and this is on 6 easy payments of less than $15 a month. It is the most advanced, versatile floor cleaning system that Shark has ever done for us. And so wait till we show you how you don't even need to touch the pads when you're done with them. You can put them right into the washing machine, but this is for every single hard floor surface essentially that you have in your home. So Nick Antoluk, who has been joining us for the hour, is going to be sharing the benefits of this particular mop with us again, as he was in the beginning of the program. And I got to tell you, Nick, this really is the coolest because we were chatting about it earlier. I remember, and I'm going to go back to money on this one. I remember when steamer technology first came on the market, and that's all it did. And I didn't care because I wanted to be able to sanitize, but it was more money than this. But this does way more things.
It does. And this is that same superheated steam that you know and love from Shark, but this is the genius. This is the latest and greatest. You haven't seen anything new for a couple years. This really does it all. You've got the same features that you know and love from Shark with that superheated steam that's able to not only break down some soap scum like you're seeing here, but also sanitize. And the best part is they've now combined that with some features that you've never seen before. So not only am I able to, break down the sticky mess on this floor, come across and really not only deep clean, but sanitize. This is something I've never been able to show before, I've never seen before. As I flip that head over, I'm now going to expose the steam blaster technology. Right. So now I have superheated steam that traditionally fills the pocket mop. It's now blasting that directly down on the floor, and that was a really sticky mess. That was a marshmallow fluff on a black tile floor. But you can see that by breaking that down, now I'm able to get that clean off the floor. And again, not just removing it from the floor, but also in 3 passes, I'm able to sanitize things even like common household bacteria and staph. So think about that. Your bathroom, your kitchen, this time of year, we all know what's going around. All of those things I can now sanitize.
Yeah, if you have a sick person in your house, this is kind of a must.
Yeah.
But here's the other thing. The scrubby pads are a whole new way of doing them, and they really lift up a lot of the dirt that gets trapped, especially in the grout. But this is really unique, so you're showing us the burst of steam.
That's right, and we actually have 3 new features, and I think we can show you here in a second that not only do you have that steam blaster technology, but we've got the pocket mop, which is gonna really contain and lock in all of that steam. So you're seeing here, this means that not only do I have the steam pocket on both sides, but I'm able to clean both sides at one time. By flipping the pad over, now I have that steam blaster technology. And that's gonna break down any of those hard to get messes. But what's really nice, and you called out so well with those silver lining, you've actually got a dirt, I think they call it a dirt trap technology.
You can feel it. The little gray chevrons that you see in there feel different, and they are very tactile, and I could see how they could grab all of that.
Now, Sharon, this is why I think they call it the genius, because I just picked up that sticky, icky marshmallow mess, and the last thing I want to do is grab this with my hands. But on the back here, I have a little button, and I'm going to press this, and just like that, I've now released the pad, got it off there. You can see the steam channels that are built into the head there. But what I love is that I don't even have to do that if it was still steaming. I can now lock that back on, and the head is ready to go again. This head is going to work the same way on this steam mop as it is the one that you have in your hand there.
That's right.
And that's going to be, this is like for the deep down cleaning, sanitizing I do about once or twice a week. This is the everyday cleanup.
And should I just spray right here?
Oh, absolutely,
because I just want to show you at home. So this was the spray bottle that we were talking about that comes with the 10 ounces of the floor cleaning solution, and it sits on board. You can just put a couple of squirts on the floor where you happen to need it. And then this is your traditional floor mop that you
Yeah.
see here for any of those quick messes. And I love this sort of ergonomic swivel design because it enables you to get all around, you know, the kitchen table and all of those places. And then when I'm done, I can just pop this back in again.
And honestly, we all have those little mops that you push around, and you know, you have your same cleaner. For me, on some of my hardwoods, I use like a vinegar water mixture, but this is just a really high quality mop pad, and you're able to use those same pads that you can wash again and again and still use the, you don't have to touch it.
Well, you know what, to your point about that too, a lot of those ones that people are using have the disposable things that you throw away, and you're always spending money on them. And you get 2 of these and you wash them.
That's it. You wash them again and again. Not only are those pads expensive, the other guys you were talking about, but honestly, they don't clean that well. Now you're combining the power of steam. We also give you that additional head for those quick pickups, but this is one system that's going to completely take care of all of your floors.
Yeah, that's right. So just as a reminder, you're getting the head that you see on the floor with 2 of the microfiber pads, the scrubby pads. You're getting, here's the steam cleaner itself, but this whole extra handle for your quick little everyday cleanups. You're getting the 10 ounces of the cleaner, which lives on board, and then you're also getting the cup to help refill it. You're getting all of that for less than $90, and this is a sale price. And this is the latest and the greatest, hot off the press. It hasn't even shipped yet. It will ship to anyone that's pre-ordered it in the past week. It will ship in 2 days on the 15th.
Oh, that's great. And here you're seeing that you're going to be able to use that head, the same features on either the stick like you're seeing there or on the steam mop. What's so nice about that is that it's perfect for those quick and easy spills or that deep down mess where you need the power of steam. We're seeing it here on hardwoods, and what I love about this is you have a variable steam setting. So whether it's tile and using the steam blaster where you really want a lot of steam, or if it's a delicate hardwood where you just want a kiss of steam just a little bit out there, this is one steam mop that can really do it all. We are giving you some of the spray for the mop if you're using it without the steam, but you can use any household cleaner that you have.
Right.
What I mentioned earlier is that we have variable steam, and this is something that Shark really pioneered a couple of years ago, where on some floors you don't want too much moisture. So I have the ability to go from low to medium to high.
So you just toggle through it by pressing the button?
That's exactly right. Couldn't be easier. And on something like this, like a hardwood floor, I don't want a lot of moisture on these floors. But what I do want to do is make sure that they're clean, and even beyond that, make sure that they're sanitized. So think about this. We're choosing exactly how much moisture we want to put down. And as soon as I make these passes, you can notice that these floors, which had that hazy film that we all know if you have a dark hardwood floor, it's not only is it clean, but what's even more important is now it's dry. So in a couple of seconds, what does that mean? That means that I'm not putting too much moisture down on the floor. The floor is not only clean, not only sanitized, but it's also dry.
Look at that. I mean, it makes such a big difference if you've never used steam cleaning inside your home before. Again, the pets outside, the weird weather, they get the muddy paws, and they're bringing them in, and this just breaks it all up.
Yeah, and that's the key of the sanitization, because whether it is your pets or whether it could be your kids crawling around on the floor, I don't want to put those harsh chemicals down. But now with the power of steam, I'm able to break down those things. Even something is like this, which is a dried on paint, which is stuck on the floor there. Now by using that steam blaster, I can really take away any of those messes that you thought were too difficult for this. Now I'm able to put this on here, drop it on, and whether it is craft paint like this, or just one of those stuck on messes that have been sitting around your house for way too long, you're able to break that down. But remember, because you have that seam pocket, I've got cleaning on both sides. I'm actually gonna flip it over here, and this is what I often love to show, is because on floors where you sometimes don't see the mess, or maybe it was a spill that you made a couple weeks ago, you're able to punch right through that. And what's really impressive is look how much dirt you can trap on there.
And that's when you're walking around the floors and the bottoms of your feet are not the way they're supposed to look, or your socks are getting all dingy. But here's one of the best parts. If you don't like to touch the pad when you're done using it, you don't have to.
And nobody wants to touch that pad, but what's great is once I have removed that, I'm able to pick this up, put on the same pad while it's steaming there, and I'm able to continue to clean and make sure that everything gets done.
And you are getting the 2 pads, so if you do end up filling one up because you're doing the entire house, you can go right into using the next one, or always have one in the wash and one fresh run ready to go for all those spills like the jelly and the messes that are going to be happening in the house. Just remember, This is the part that I want you to understand. You're getting the one cleaning head on the bottom and two different handles to interchange. So the one cleaning head, but you're getting two of the scrubber pads. So one's in the wash while you're using it, two handles. This is your steamer handle, and then you would just pop the head off, and then there's the other one right over there. That would be the quick, everyday, traditional style mop handle, and you're getting the cleaner to go along with it that lives on board and is completely refillable, and you're getting the cup to help fill this for the steamer function. So these are going to ship in just a couple of days. If you want it, it is the 3478.